Hello everyone, Dark Kirby 14 here, and guess what? I'm in a Game Boy Advance and a racing kind of mood today. So we're gonna play this game, Konami Krazy Racers. I've been toying around with this game just a bit, kind of getting the hang of everything. Where's that freaking womanizing ninja? There he is, Ebisumaru. I believe I said that correctly. So this game is very different from games like, well, different in a few ways actually, not entirely every way. I mean, they're your typical offensive and defensive items, yeah, sure. There are definitely many different working parts to that. This game, so though, I believe this is something like, if you've played Sonic All-Stars Racing, Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing, you'll know exactly what that is. Because it's basically the same thing. It's basically the same concept. Like what that is, like a thing where like the special item, the All-Star move. It's the same thing. In a sense, it's the same thing. It does a lot of the same things, so. The turning is more like, it's a little harder to turn for what at least my early things have told me. It's a little harder to turn. So, yeah. Huh. So I've played a little bit of going on, but not a whole bunch, so. So I know some of these characters. I don't know like a good vast majority of them. I know I've played MLB Power Pros before, so I know what that is. So I know what the Power Coon is. Yeah. Those things work like the little speed panels from Mario Kart Super Circuit. So again, this game is very much based off of any racing game you've probably played, like that's like a Mario Kart. If you played a game like that, you've probably had some familiarity with this game. Not a whole bunch, but enough. So yeah, I still need to get back here. So I'm still trying to memorize some of these like series names and stuff. I know Dracula's from Castlevania. So like I said, I know some of these characters. I don't know a bunch of them. I just happen to be in a racing kind of mood today. I'm on a racing type of way. If you want to describe it that way, then that's up to you. Instead, I just want to go fast. I want to go fast. So there could also be some elements from Crash Nitro Kart, which was also they made a Game Boy Advance version. I don't know why. I still to this day don't understand why they made a version of that game. But hey, I'm not the one telling whoever was at the control of Crash at that time how to make their games. So yeah. The only one saying it. That's just a big blunt of that. You just gotta be careful here now because of this freaking turning. Like I said, turning is more fine-tuned in this game. Not fine-tuned, but it's a little harder to do at certain points because some of the turns in this one are very sudden and very like sharp. So you just gotta be careful. That there. Oh, somebody hit it. Dang, Pastel's been hit by my traps twice. I knocked her all the way down to last, I believe. It looks like that way. Looks like I knocked her all the way down to last. That's from what'd you call it? Metal Gear Solid. Why they chose that, I don't know. If I had more answers, you'd have them, but I don't. I really, really don't. Now let's see if we can't hit up some of these other ones with traps. Make this lead a little more safer. So, yeah. And some of these, like, if you're not careful, some of these turns will mess you up. The other ones will right past you like that. Oh. Oh, that's that kind of like anime I look like. Like I said, I know some of these characters, and I've been toying around with this game a little bit too. Getting a little practice in for how this game works. So, yeah, I do have some idea of what it is exactly I'm doing. So don't worry. I have an idea of what I'm doing. These turns, So, yeah, this game is like, I understand it, but it's one of the more unique racing games because you have just so many different types of items you can use, and they all do different things. It's if you like right behind the person in last place, you have a rocket, it's gonna hit them. I don't understand how that works. If I did, you'd have your answer, but I don't. I really, 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 really don't. Yeah, so that's kind of how that is. I don't really understand it. So, yeah. All right. So with that, this has been Dark Kirby 14. We'll see you next time. More Konami Crazy Racers.